First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information.
Every day, people in crisis need someone to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
When social distancing, remember, stay at least 6 feet away and wear your mask. Help save lives. First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick, the realtor you need.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.
Rollers Bocce is now open, located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
Family-owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, 2nd Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today.
Good morning and welcome to First Local Mornings. It is Friday, November the 19th, and you're here
Finally, it's Friday.
Yes.
What a long week.
Well, I think it was the anticipation of the snow.
Yes, well, we got some.
Yes.
Not as much as we were originally forecasting, which is great. Always glad when I'm wrong.
No,
Right?
you're
'Cause
not.
Yeah, I am. Because we were calling for 10 to 15 and we only got 3.2
So the
centimeters.
models let you down.
The models let me down, but that's great. I like it when the models let me down.
They'll try and
we,
make it up to you.
we don't get as much snow as we were forecasting. We
Yes.
do have more snow, maybe a little more snow today, just light flurry stuff, but we are still watching that other big system coming in for Sunday, so it could give us some additional snow, but I'll get into that in just a little bit. And you saw the moon this morning.
I did see the moon this morning, and if you didn't, you know what? And it was just kind of one of those random things. I like to think the moon and I have a relationship. And, cloud cover was significant. However, even in those moments, the moon will, part the clouds just to say, hey, Heidi, how's it going? And I will say that if you missed it this morning when it did peak and when there was the partial lunar eclipse, you will still have a chance to see it tonight, assuming the clouds will give us a break and allow us to take it in.
Let's hope.
What's that?
Let's hope.
Yeah, well, general reminder that, the drive-by Santa Claus parade is tomorrow. We will be providing coverage. Nicole and I will be here. Narrating said coverage, so tune in.
But before we do that, you got some news, and I got some
I
weather.
do have some news. I'll touch on two things just very quickly because we already have covered them in a more full capacity earlier on in the week. Today, the formal announcements are expected on two fronts. The approval of the vaccination for children from ages 6 through 11, starting, of course, with Pfizer. And as well, we are awaiting the formal announcement of the easing of the border measures. So stay tuned. Those are coming forward today. Okay. So something happened to me this week, and I thought it newsworthy, so I did some research. I did have an opportunity to go and get a prescription for one of my children, both of whom are under 25. And
whenever a doctor writes a prescription,
the pharmacist was very gracious, very lovely. I encourage everybody to pop into PharmaSave, lovely facility. Anyway, when I offered to, because he was like, okay, well, here's the prescription, and this is da-da-da-da-da-da, and, go about your business, have a great day. I was like, okay, well, shouldn't I pay for these? And he said, well, no, they're for her. They're free. So some prescription medications then in Ontario are free for anybody under the age of 25. I did not know this, so I thought, well, I'm going to dig around. So I did go to the government website, and sure enough, this is a program that covers children and youth up to the age of 25. It's called OHIP Plus. So anyone 24 years and under who has OHIP coverage and is not covered by a private plan is covered by OHIP Plus. You do not have to enroll. You do not have to register to access this coverage. And there it was. It just was given to me. So it will stop on the 25th birthday. If you do still have needs that, stress your financial capacity after the age of 25, there are other plans and programs that can help you with this. However, I thought it worth noting that for children under the age of 25, some medications are covered. Here's a really fast and dirty list. Antibiotics to treat infections, inhalers for asthma, various insulins, oral diabetic medications and diabetes test strips, epinephrine injectable products, drugs to treat arthritis, epilepsy, and other chronic conditions, medications to treat mental health conditions, such as antidepressants, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder drugs, drugs to treat some childhood cancers and other rare conditions, help to quit smoking, up to a year of pharmacist-assisted counseling, and drugs for treatment if you are 18 years of age or older. So there are, I did put together a really robust article around this with, a plethora of hyperlinks, to give you access, direct access to the question, to answer the questions you may have. So do go check this out at SiouxOnline.com. Very, very worthy read. And if you already knew about this, because I don't get a sense from my reading that it's a new thing, just new to Heidi. So I thought, well, if it was new to Heidi, it might be new to others. Anyway, there it is. Go to the website and check it out. All right. Algoma Public Health does a great job of reporting to us daily the numbers associated with any situation in our community, but certainly the pandemic coverage. They are very diligent in putting information out every day. Some of the questions that we do get, however, have to do with, why don't they break the numbers down? In other municipalities, the health units do announce the numbers, but then they break it down according to, such as with the provincial reporting, how many vaccinated, how many unvaccinated, just so that people can get a sense of how the numbers are landing, while the vaccination passports, the mandatory vaccination debate wages on. So we did ask the question to Algoma Public Health as to why these numbers aren't further parsed when they're put out. The Chief Medical Officer of Health and CEO, Dr. Liu, responded to our inquiries. We do not provide individual level information for cases like vaccination status in every PSA, since that is considered personal health information and potentially identifiable at the individual level. Okay, and Heidi suspends comment. We summarize proportion of the cases who are fully immunized or not and provide updates periodically. Furthermore, vaccine status can take time to verify, and our small team does not have the capacity to provide daily updates on this detail for each case. When possible, the vaccination status of cases is reviewed and reported in aggregate as we reported on Monday. So they gave us a couple of points. People who are not fully immunized are at higher risk of COVID-19 infection. Since the beginning of Algoma's fourth wave of the pandemic in early July, 64% of COVID-19 cases were in people who were not fully immunized. Fully immunized people can still get sick from COVID-19 and spread the infection to others. Since the beginning of Algoma's fourth wave of the pandemic in early July, 36% of COVID-19 cases were in people who were fully immunized. So they further indicate that the information has always been accessible on their website and has been for a few months now. So again, we're very good to give you the hyperlink so that you can access that information directly from the article that is posted to our website. For more information about vaccine, they say effectiveness, efficacy, whatever, and the reporting of case numbers, they always provide an infographic, also hyperlinked in the article. So there it is, asked and answered. All right, we're going to take a hop on over to Craig to get some more information on the weather.
Thanks, Heidi. We start today with our beautiful live shot downtown. This is taking a look at the machine shop property in Mill Market, and you can see we're starting to see a little bit of sun. We do have some dark clouds out to the west, and that's because the streamers are continuing to hit the UP. Some of those streamers could, and when I say streamers, I mean lake effect snow showers, could swing back to the Soo for a couple of hours this morning and into the afternoon. Also, we're going to start seeing the winds pick up from the north at around 50 kilometers an hour later on this morning. We'll take a look at the radar. I'll show you where those streamers are. You can see them. They're just basically hitting the Brimley area, a little bit to the north. And this is just light stuff at the moment, so we could see some light flurry activity with a mix of sun and cloud for our morning, and then coming to an end this afternoon, but those winds will be a factor this afternoon. We'll take a look at your 12-hour forecast right now for your morning. Temperatures right now around -1. We should hit 4 degrees by this afternoon. Even though we're going to have those stronger northerly winds, they're going to swing over to the southwest for the evening. That could produce a little bit of flurry activity and some clouds, so we may not see the moon there, Heidi. Temperatures around the 0 mark this evening, dropping down to -5 overnight, so it is getting a little chilly for your overnight period, so some of the snow just may stick around on the ground. But we do have a warmer forecast coming up for the weekend, even though we do have another big system coming in for Sunday. I'll give you those details coming up on the 3-day forecast and the 7-day forecast at the end of the show. Right now, right back to Heidi.
Well, the clouds will still be present tonight. Yes, well, the snow is upon us. Winter is almost here, so we might as well just start celebrating how pretty it is, blanketed in the white. All right. We have been providing ongoing coverage of the situation regarding homelessness and addictions and mental health. As the situation evolves in our community, there was an encampment that's set up on the lawn of City Hall. We did cover that as well. As that situation grew, as the encampment grew, measures were put into place to provide some even temporary shelter for these individuals who were homeless, and with the the weather changing rapidly, some temporary accommodations were set up at the Bel Air Hotel. And we have been corresponding with Donna DeSimon, and Dan has, and following up with her just to kind of check in and see how things were going as well as they could at the Bel Air Hotel. Now, what we have is a largely anecdotal article that has been posted to our website. However, in our dealings with Donna DeSimon and the group that she represents, the AAMHA, we have no reason to disbelieve this. I encourage everybody to go and read just to see, for me it breaks down into two parts. You have this very community-minded group of people who really just wanted to help and wanted to do what they could to help those who are compromised in terms of being able to help themselves in this moment. However, what has come to light is that they were just kind of put into the hotel. And again, this is my interpretation of Donna DeSimon's letter. You can go and read it for yourself and form your own opinion. It does feel, and I echo her sentiments, the way it reads is as though they were just kind of put at the Bel Air and then largely left to their own devices, with this group of volunteers caring for, I think at one point the count was as high as 26, and a significant portion of the population housed at the Bel Air were COVID-19 positive. So while they did get some support from relevant agencies, the support was not really what they had hoped for, and in this moment they have had to abandon the cause in search of finding a different way to help these people who are vulnerable. So again, it could read as largely anecdotal. However, we have had extensive dealings with Donna DeSimon and the group that she represents, and it's quite a read, I would say. So let's hope that the people in question do find the support that they need, and that Donna DeSimon and her group are able to get the support that they need to continue doing the good work that they do. Okay, let's take a break. I'm going to send you into the world of our sponsors so you can hear from Tammy Ovey, a very gifted realtor. Rick Mooney, also very savvy, very knowledgeable of the community. So go fill your cup and come on back.
First Local, supported by Northern Safety and Training, locally owned and operated. Get your DZ training for only $2,000, tax included. Call 705-987-8460 for more information.
First Local, supported by Nogda Windeman Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today. First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Good Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. It is Friday, November the 19th. You made it to the end of the week. I'm super excited for you. I'm super excited for me. Fantastic. All right, we're going to go right into the COVID numbers and just deal with that and get it done. Yesterday, Algoma Public Health did report 24 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 from Sioux and area. The current number of active cases has now climbed to 234. And the number of the hospitalized remains at 15. So among the categories of exposure, we have, of course, some unknowns, some close contact, one under investigation. I keep meaning to ask them what exactly that means. So that brings the rolling totals locally to 183,662 tests that have been administered, out of which we have confirmed 791 confirmed cases. Again, of those, 234 are considered to be active, 15 people currently in hospital. Okay. Provincially speaking, Ontario reported 711 new COVID-19 cases yesterday, 5 more deaths from the virus. Health Minister Christine Elliott says that 397 of the infected people are not fully vaccinated or have an unknown vaccination status, whereas 314 of the cases are found to be in fully immunized people. It is the highest number of daily new cases since September. There are 129 patients in intensive care with COVID-related critical illness, including 78 people on ventilators. The province says that 85% of residents ages 12 and over have received both doses of a COVID-19 vaccine, and 88% have received at least one shot. All right, sorry, Mike, say that again. 1 minute. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's do this. So on my birthday, November 17th, around 8:45 in the evening, officers with patrol services were patrolling an area in and around Bruce Street and Pym Street. At this time, they observed a vehicle traveling southbound with a license plate which was registered to a different vehicle. Officers activated emergency lights and conducted a traffic stop in the 400 block of Pym Street. Upon approaching the vehicle, officers identified the driver as 27-year-old Michael Hogan Dennis, and the passenger as 43-year-old Bernie Nadon. The initial investigation revealed Mr. Hogan Dennis was wanted for various charges, including flight from police and dangerous operation after failing to stop for police on 2 occasions on November 14th. He was arrested. Further investigation revealed he is a suspended driver and not to occupy the driver's seat of a motor vehicle. A subsequent search found Mr. Nadon to be in possession of approximately 2.54 grams of a substance believed to be fentanyl, approximately 16.85 grams of a substance believed to be methamphetamine, approximately 13.06 grams of a substance believed to be cocaine, approximately 4.67 grams of a substance believed to be crack cocaine, approximately 2.4 grams of a substance believed to be heroin, 1 tablet believed to be oxycodone, 3 tablets believed to be morphine, approximately $1,997 in Canadian currency, and drug paraphernalia. So, correspondingly, the 2 are charged with many things. So if you want to know the full list, I encourage you, as always, to go to our website at siouxonline.com. I'm going to have a closer look at this article, though, because I don't believe that Bruce and Pym are, they're not close to each other. So I think we may have an error there. So if you've spotted the error, good for you. I will be rectifying it. All right. I think now is time to go to Craig for some more information on the weather. I'd like to know exactly how much snow, and I am receiving a note here that Bernie Nadon is in fact female, so I made an assumption and I apologize. Ms. Nadon has been charged with some things, so go and check it out, and over to you, Craig.
Well, Heidi, as I mentioned earlier, we made out like bandits yesterday because we didn't really see that 10 to 15 centimeters accumulate. We only saw about 2 to 4 centimeters, and that's always tricky with the streamers and lake effect snow showers because It really depends where those streamers set up, who sees the snow, and most of that stayed to the north yesterday. We could still see a little bit of snow shower activity this morning before this all kind of wraps up. We're watching this warm front now coming in for the weekend, which is going to turn the precipitation to rain showers because we're going to stay above freezing all weekend long. We are still watching that another big system coming in for Sunday. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Right now, let's take a look at the radar. We'll show you that we do have a couple of streamers, mostly on the U.S. side, though they are kind of brushing by us here. And again, we could see a couple of hours of additional lake effect snow showers this morning before we start seeing that come to an end. We could even see some sun today, so that's also good news. Let's take a look at temperature-wise. Not bad, 4 degrees. We're above freezing, so hopefully the snow that we do have is going to start melting. 1 degree in Wawa. A little colder, though, in Timmins at -3. So some colder up there. We're going to stay on the mild side of things for this weekend. As I said, we have this high-pressure system kind of trying to break away all the clouds around the Great Lakes. Don't know if it's going to do it fully, but it's definitely going to come to an end as far as snow showers and rain showers, at least for today, and then they're going to come back for our day tomorrow. We're still watching another system, as I said, coming in for the weekend around Sunday. That could be a mix of rain and snow at this point, so the accumulation could be lower than anticipated. So hopefully that's the news we're going to see on Sunday. Let's take a look at the 3-day forecast. Today, a mix of sun and cloud with that odd chance of seeing the odd flurry here and there. Temperatures not bad at 4 degrees. The wind, though, will pick up later on this morning into the afternoon. Kind of gusty as well. 4 degrees for your Saturday. We're going to hold off on those showers till hopefully after the Santa Claus parade. The wind will come to an end Saturday afternoon, just in time for the parade, by the way. 4 degrees for Sunday, and that's where that mess comes in from that other system approaching from the north. It's going to definitely drop our temperatures for Monday, but for Sunday we're going to keep at 4 degrees. And again, it could be a mix of sun or a mix of snow and rain, so that's going to keep our snow levels at bay, at least for Sunday. And then we're going to see some more lake effect snows build into the forecast for Monday. So I will give you that detail and the other 7-day forecast coming up at the end of the show. Right now, we're sending her right back to Heidi.
I always find it distressing. You know, can we have snow or rain, not snow and rain? And clearly today is a day that we celebrate Heidi's humanity because, yes, of course, Bruce and Pim do meet. Yeah, you know, there's still quite a lot of coffee in the cup, so let's just move on from that. Go read the article. The article is accurate, whereas today I'm somewhat to the side of accurate. All right. We also talked to you about 5 individuals having been arrested. We have an update on that. So this was a highly publicized search warrant execution, recently resulting in 5 locals being arrested and facing varying charges. These individuals have since been released on an undertaking with a scheduled court date in mid-January. And although, you know, certainly praise for our police service was high in getting drugs off the street, many have come forward to us with questions as to how these individuals could simply just be let go after the arrests. So we reached out to Crown Attorney Kelly Weeks for an explanation. And she said, as this matter is before the courts, it would be inappropriate to comment. Sault Ste. Marie Police Service Communications Manager Lincoln Lauda did say much the same. To protect the integrity of the investigation as it is currently before the courts, we cannot provide more specific information. Okay, so apparently now we have to get to a break. So I'll come back after the break. I'll give you the summary of this. We're going to get into some factoids. We're going to hit social media. I might be able to squeak in an update on Point to Shane. So go and do your thing. Come on back. First Local, supported by Nogda Windeman Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you.
spots away, trimming black fur asserts dominance over.
You don't need a media monkey to make healthy choices. Think for yourself. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
First Local, supported by Northern Safety and Training, locally owned and operated. Get your DZ training for only $2,000, tax included. Call 705-987-8460 for more information.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Well, welcome back, and thank you for coming back. So yeah, again, the article that I was referencing prior to the break simply kind of comes down to the whole ongoing discussion about the catch and release, the Bill 75 or C-75 legislation. And if you do go and check out the article, Dan has also, solicited some information from other communities as to how it's impacting their ability to police their community effectively. And yes, all right. How are we doing for time, Mike? Okay, well, I'm going to do my factoids first. Today was kind of a cool day for factoids because I have two back-to-back ones that are both related. So we'll start with November 19th in 1956 when the Edsel was announced. So Ford announces the name of its upcoming radical new automobile. The Edsel would come to symbolize failure in popular culture. Okay, so fast forward 3 years later, November 19th, 1959, the Edsel is discontinued. Yeah, you're laughing, right? The Edsel automobile is discontinued by Ford with fewer than 100,000 sold since its introduction. It is one of the most famous examples of bureaucratic failures in U.S. industry. Okay. We're being nudged on into social media, so you don't even have time to really ponder that. The fate of the Edsel. I'm going to have to look a little bit at the monitor because my phone just hiccuped and I've lost the feed. So Jim Whitty beats everybody to the punch. He says, good morning all. Good morning to you, Jim Whitty. Enika from the Netherlands. Good morning, everyone. Have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. You too, Enika. Go do whatever it is you do in the Netherlands on the weekend. Steph Swanson, yay, it's Friday. Let your hair down and enjoy the snow. Have a great weekend. I had to put my hair up. It just wouldn't do anything this morning. So Vino Humalamaki, I just like saying that name. I hope I'm saying it right. Good morning on this fine Friday. Good morning to you, Vino. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Kimberly, good morning all. Happy Friday. Good morning to you, Kimberly. Bradley, good morning. Respectful with the 3 exclamation points. Love it. It's Friday, y'all. Yep, it surely is. Bradley, I have several playlists that all have weird names like Strawberry Preserve, Blueberry Preserve, and Raspberry Preserve. It's because they're my jams. Yeah, yep. Oh, it's so Friday. Okay. Tori Nicole Below Henderson, good morning, friends and family, shouting out from Charlevoix, Michigan. Have a fantastic weekend. Charlevoix, yeah. Well, you have a great weekend as well. Jim Whitty, laughing. Margaret McKay, good morning all. Good morning to you, Margaret. I don't know if that's a typo or if that's just like if it means something and I don't know it, I'm sorry. But good morning to you. Always nice to hear from you, Margaret. Tracy Carlson, hey, that seems a new name, or at least new to me. Good morning, she says. Good morning to you, Tracy. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for commenting. Chris Bridges, oh good, I've got it on my phone because I was like, oh, that's really small. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday and a happy birthday to my cousin, Shelley Laclasse Gower. Today's interesting fact, on today's date in 1916, Samuel Goldwyn and Edgar Selwyn established Goldwyn Pictures. The company later became one of the most successful independent filmmakers. Oh, cool. Have a great day and a wonderful weekend. Wow, that is cool. Tony Mancuso, good morning, everyone. Have a great day and weekend. Tony, thank you for driving my mom around yesterday. She was very, very pleased. Excellent work. Linda Gloria Goulet, good morning, Heidi. Have a great morning. Good morning to you, Linda. you have a great weekend as well. Tony, yes, Tony is watching. Teresa Sloan Merling, good morning. Have a great day and weekend. Same to you, Teresa. I hope that it's filled with really great stuff. Okay, now you're back to both of us.
There we go.
There we go.
We're looking at the 7-day forecast, or should I do the promo first? Maybe I'll do the promo first. Today at noon hour, 7:05 Sports with Jacob Moore. He has all your sports news. And tomorrow night, live at 6:30 here on Sioux Online, on TV, and Facebook Live, where it's going to be the Santa Claus Parade with yours, or Heidi.
Heidi,
not me,
truly.
I'm not going to be on. And Nicole Quisnell, so that's going to be a fun time. Now let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. We are watching that big storm coming in for Sunday. Hopefully it misses us. It's tracking to the north. We could see a mix of rain and snow on Sunday, temperatures staying above freezing for the most part, but then we drop. See those little overnight temperatures, Heidi? -5, -7. It's getting
Whoa.
pretty cold, so the snow that falls will stay. And we're staying with some colder temperatures to start the week, but then we build back up slightly above the freezing mark. So, you know, we're keeping the snow at bay for now.
Well, you know, I mean, those temperatures are cold-ish compared to like August, but I mean, if we consider that we're in the latter part of November,
Yep.
I mean, really.
Yep. Normally we have a lot of snow on
Yeah.
any given year. So, you know, we're doing pretty good.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. All right. Well, you know what? It's been a spectacular week. So thank you, everybody, for watching. We look forward to speaking with you again on Monday, and we hope that you have a great weekend doing whatever it is that you do.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 7:05 Sports. 7:05 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 7:05 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.